All right, so in this video, I'm going to do a quick overview of how to test the economic strength of any market. When you're deciding where you're going to invest in real estate and buy properties, you want to invest somewhere that's supported by a strong economy, not just a one-horse town or something like that. And so you don't have to research this forever, but just you want to make sure that you're not making a huge mistake and investing in a town where things are on the out, right? Things are declining. So I'm going to give you a few resources in this video how to do it. And every report or website that I'm going to show you, I'm actually going to link down below so you can check that out as well. So this is a best performing cities report from 2016, and it basically ranks the top 25 cities. As you can see right here, these are the top 25 best performing cities as of 2016. It shows you where they were in 2015 as well. And it also, like further down in here, it'll go over the biggest gainers in the last couple years and then the biggest decliners. And then it goes into a lot more detail. You just want to basically make sure is where I'm about to buy property have a strong economy. Is it getting better, or is it getting worse, right? And how is it right now? And you just want to make sure that you invest somewhere that's on the up and up, somewhere where you can have a lot more safety and potential for appreciation. You don't have to invest in the best cities, economy. Like, I think I saw San Jose was on here. That area is possibly too expensive for rentals for all I know, but you just want to make sure you find a place that's a good combination of the two. Like you see where I invest, Nashville is the Nashville, Davidson, Franklin. That is a big area, right? It's like probably, 45 minute to an hour long radius, driving time wise, but the prices are affordable for rentals, and it's ranked number 7 in the United States for economy. So it's a great place to invest. So that's really all I need to know. You see places like Atlanta on here, or Charleston, South Carolina. Trying to see, Salt Lake City could possibly be one. Boise, Idaho, right? So I'm looking through here, and some of these you may be priced out in terms of rental properties, like especially somewhere like San Francisco, but others not. So when you do your research and you're starting to narrow it down, you need to start looking up reports like this one to make sure that your city is at least mentioned, as having a strong economy or improving on the up and up or whatever. You don't want to pick a city and then you do all this work to set up your business there, and then you find out that, oh, look, it's on the biggest decliners list, right? You don't want to do all this work only to find out that you're kind of fighting a losing battle in the long term. Of course, things could turn around, but you can't count on that. Here's another good article where they basically break down, and this kind of goes a little further back to 2009 to 2014, the best and worst performing metropolitan areas, just tracking the change of growth, how many jobs and the wages and things like that for the 5-year period, right? So again, you see Nashville on here, or Houston, Texas, right? Great market. Austin, Texas, great market. You see Jackson, Mississippi, getting worse, etc., right? These are the best on the left, and these are the worst performers on the right. So, again, I hope you guys get the reason why virtual investing is so cool is because you get to hand pick a market that's really going to stack the cards in your favor versus just being stuck with whatever market you happen to live in or nearby. It's kind of silly when you can set your business up virtually and you can crunch all this data and pick a market that's soaring and then, have a lot more chance of being successful. So again, this article is linked in the notes below. So check this article out when you're doing your research on economy. And then lastly, this is another great article that I found for just the economic strength of all 50 states, and they put it in ranking order. You should also consider this as well, right? I love this picture they have of Mississippi. Doesn't make it look too appealing to invest there. But you definitely want to consider the economic strength of the state as a whole, because any city that you invest in is kind of intrinsically tied to the state and the budget that the state has and the decisions that the state makes. It always affects the city. I've seen it happen in Tennessee related to Nashville. So make sure you pick a state that's not, not in the bottom, 10 or 20 here. Just stack the cards in your favor, basically, and you will be much more likely to succeed. So again, when you're doing your market research and you're trying to pick your market, don't freak out about this. Just start building a spreadsheet of all the cities that you might like to invest in. You're going to go through all the other videos. So you're going to check the population growth and the job growth, and then you're going to check this for the economic strength, and just start to build out a list. And as you kind of whittle it down, say, oh, this one doesn't meet the requirement, this one doesn't, you'll start to see a set of maybe 4 or 5 cities that all look pretty good. And then you can start to dive into those more. You just Google the cities one by one and read about the economy, read about the things that are coming to the city, any big businesses about to open up there. And you should be able to make a good enough decision to move forward. I don't want you guys to get hung up on this picking a market thing forever. Realistically, no more than a couple weeks of good, solid research, and you should have the data in front of you that you need to go ahead and pull the trigger and make a decision on which market to invest in. So that's it for this video, guys. I will see you on the next one.